Chair, I'll come back in if I can briefly.
Go ahead, Senator Fitzpatrick. It's the third Fianna Fáil slot, so you have the full 5 or 6 minutes there.
Okay, and I probably won't need it. Just, I've listened to the debate, and Paul, I know the issue of these, the restoring of the democratic process, the restoring of the decision making at the local authority level has been warmly welcomed by everybody. And I appreciate that you've taken on board most of the feedback that we've made. I want to, I suppose, just return to where we were in my earlier contribution, and I fully accept the facility that exists for elected representatives to make an observation and the waiving of the fee and all of that. I do think that there's a certain inconsistency maybe in how that's applied between local authorities. And I suppose there's that. I think it's really important that there is a uniformity of operation for the local authority members in all our local authorities. And more importantly, even now when these huge planning applications will be reverted, the decision making will be taking place there. But the other function that I think the statutory meeting provided was not just an opportunity for a discussion at an area level amongst the elected representatives. Because those meetings were webcast, it was a really valuable resource for residents and community interested people in the community to see a formal presentation made by professionals who were able to then answer informed questions from the elected representatives. And the recording of those meetings and the availability of that information for local communities, I really don't think can be overstated. So I appreciate that there will be an 8-week timescale, but I really do strongly urge that is an element of the previous SHD process, which I've obviously argued strongly against, is retained because it's really valuable on a number of levels. And you don't need to reply to me on this right now. I'm not going to take up the meeting, but that was the point that I was just trying to make. And thank you, Chair, for allowing me back in.